what if, like, imagine this.
Okay.
Okay, money, right? Like money, it's not, dollars or euros. It's not even, cryptocurrency.
Right.
What if it's something that like literally grows,
Mm-hmm.
something organic, and get this, it glows,
Yeah.
like bioluminescent.
Wow, that's
Yeah. And like reflects the health of the entire planet.
wild,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, that's the kind of the jumping off point for this this project we're diving into today. It's called the Algorithmic Seashell
Okay.
by this designer Seychelles Labonte. And let me tell you, it takes us on a total trip into the future, a future where AI and like nature, they're all mixed up in ways we can barely even like wrap our heads around right now.
So it's like more than just sci-fi, right? It's using
Yeah.
design to explore
Yeah.
potential futures.
Yeah, and what I find so fascinating is that Labonte, they're not just like designing these cool objects,
Right.
These seashells, they're like a powerful metaphor, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They're asking these huge questions that we're like already facing today. Like, how are we going to handle resources when the climate's all messed up?
Right.
And like, who gets to call the shots?
Yeah.
Us.
Right.
Or like some algorithm.
These questions.
Big question. Like, I'm picturing these glowing seashells, right?
Yeah.
I'm at the store trying to buy like groceries or pay my rent with these things.
It's the whole...
That's so weird.
Yeah.
It really makes you think about like value. Like, what do we consider valuable?
Oh, right.
And how did the systems we live in like shape that?
Exactly. And that's what's so cool about what Labonte is doing. Like, they're really digging deep into like cognitive science, economics, all that, to really explore those questions, the ones you're bringing up. Like, for example, cognitive biases.
Oh, yeah.
The framing effect, right?
Yeah.
Where, like, how something is presented, how it's framed, influences how we perceive it.
Totally.
So, like, think about advertisers, right?
Ah.
They use language, really specific language,
Yeah.
to make a product seem more appealing.
Totally.
That's like framing in action.
Right.
And Labonte's suggesting that these biases, they're already baked into our economic systems.
Mhm.
It's like they're hidden there. And the seashells, they're like this visual representation of that, these intricate patterns,
Yeah.
algorithmically generated,
So instead of prices being set by like supply and demand or the market, it's this AI calling the shots
Right.
based on these algorithms that like, who even knows how they work, really?
Exactly.
It's both like super intriguing and also kind of,
Yeah.
freaky.
Uh-huh.
Like, what happens to, what about me?
Yeah.
What about my choices? You know what I mean?
That's exactly the tension that Labonte's highlighting. Like, in this future world they're building, there's this AI called Nautilus.
Nautilus.
Yeah, and it's managing like all the global resources.
Right.
And it's doing it, supposedly for the good of the planet.
Okay. Yeah.
But, and here's the big question. What are we giving up for that? How much individual freedom are we willing to sacrifice, to make sure the planet's okay?
Man, I keep coming back to the seashells themselves. Like the fact that something so natural, so beautiful could also be about like control.
Yeah.
Limits. It's kind of heavy.
It is. And that's the beauty of speculative design.
Yeah.
Labonte's not saying this is like the future. It's not a prediction. It's more like, hey, this could happen.
Yeah.
It's a way to get us thinking about the choices we're making right now,
Right.
about technology, how much power we give it, and like all the consequences that come with that, the good and the bad.
It's like holding up a mirror to ourselves, to like the present. And it's asking like, hey, do you like what you see?
Right.
And if not, like, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
That's quite a deep dive we did today.
It is.
And hope, it got you thinking, got some questions, brewing up there.
I think it's so important to remember, the future, it's not like set in stone.
Yeah.
It's what we make it. We decide. And the Algorithmic Seashell, it's a really powerful reminder of that.
Absolutely. Hey, thanks for joining us on Exploring Futures. If this deep dive into Seychelles Labonte's work, if it hit you, if it got you thinking, share it. Share it with anyone who might be into, design, tech, the future. We're all building this thing together.
Yeah.
So, until next time, keep exploring.